What's good, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of The DJ's Take.
I'm Donnie.
And I'm James, and on this show, we talk about the music industry from a fan's point of view. And normally, I ask Donnie what we're going to talk about today, but we're switching it up a little bit. He has no idea what we're talking about. And this came from me and our producer, Tim. What up, Tim?
What up? What up?
We were on the phone the other week having a debate about this topic, and he's always in producer mode. He was like, stop! We're going to bring this up to Donnie and get his take from it. So,
all right, bet.
The debate was Michael Jackson. Huge, huge. Arguably the biggest artist of all time. Not even that big of an argument. Would he be bigger in today's society because of social media and all of that? Or would he be smaller because the mystique is gone? I told Tim I think stars were huge then because of the mystique and the mystery of everything. And now with social media, it's like almost watered down. And Tim, your take was?
The reason why I don't think that, number one, the biggest, I would say the biggest context clue of why that is not true is because of Donnie's love, Taylor Swift. Look how in this watered down society where everything is in your face all the time, look how massive Taylor Swift still is. She is incredibly massive and not even a quarter talented as Michael Jackson was, or entertaining or anything. There's nothing she does better than Michael Jackson. And what would stop him? I mean, obviously you have to take the time period and place it with this technology, because obviously that style of music in 2024 is not going to be as massive. But if you take that time period, put it in 2024, and with that, this technology, Michael Jackson is Taylor Swift times 50.
So there's a lot of layers to this, and the first one I'm going to begin with is we have never seen till this day an artist like Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. And when I say like Michael Jackson, I mean the perfectionist he is. Mm-hmm. The only things that would have held Michael back is his life. Okay, some problematic views and whatever but that alone, let's put that aside. He would probably be bigger, and it's because you're telling me Michael Jackson was making movies with Thriller, with Do You Remember the Time, with what he had back then. You mean that he can have an entire CGI, whatever he needs to do to make it happen? A whole makeup team that's better now? Come on, man. That's just come on.
Just the stuff that he did. Think about the stuff that he did, and just place it with this technology. We're talking about the Super Bowl performance. Out of its time, it was unheard of, unseen.
If Michael Jackson,
if he did that with this technology, boy.
If Michael Jackson had the technology we have today for his Super Bowl performance, we would have saw him walk on water.
But here's the thing that you guys are missing. Y'all are under the assumptions, Timothy.
Oh, Lord, I'm guessing he was opposing opposition.
Oh, yeah, I told you I was. Y'all are under the assumptions that the music industry, the more talented you are, the bigger you are. That's not it, particularly in today's thing. So he would be scrutinized. Like, that's why as he got aged and the internet started catching up to him, he would be overanalyzed. He would be scrutinized. That whole baby hanging over the thing, that would have taken over way more than we did back then.
We said life aside.
No, we didn't.
So we're talking about everything.
About social media.
So wait, you can't go that far.
Hold on. I'm saying
he did that whenever he was already Mr. Thriller.
No.
We got to start from Rock With You.
You're missing what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying. Because the whole aspect of it, we have to talk about the personal, because that's the whole aspect, is because everything, we see everything because of social media. There's people who probably didn't even really see the baby thing but if it was now, we all would have seen it. We would have been flooded from TikTok. That would have been everything.
But
it takes the mystique of it away. We only seen Michael rare, and that made us hungry for it.
No, I just think you got to understand. He was that talented. His music is better than anybody's till this day.
But Tim said Taylor Swift. He said Beyonce before. Name me an artist that came out in the social media era. So we're talking about 2015 on, who, of course, nobody's going to be Michael or nobody's going to be that, but it's huge, earth-shattering. Huge.
Like, what is earth shattering? You talking about
like I'm not talking about how
sold
Sabrina
out
Carpenter's
tours?
popping right now. I'm talking about where you're literally at minimum.
But the problem with that is
household reckoning. The closest person that I could say that to is probably Cardi. Cardi is the biggest solid brand at that time. There's no one who was a solidified star.
But here is the reason why that makes zero sense to me is because
I'll probably say
the reason why there is nobody that big like Michael Jackson is because there is nobody who's even a quarter talented as Michael Jackson. That's even a quarter have the essence of Michael Jackson.
That's a poop.
Yes.
That's a poop excuse. There's been no artist since him has been that talented, but they're still huge mega stars. Usher is a huge mega star. Beyonce's a
Can't
huge
touch
megastar.
Michael Jackson's
Britney Spears is a huge mega
None
star.
of them can touch Michael Jackson's credentials. None
I'm
of
talking
them.
about as big.
None
They're
of them.
earth-shattering big, like we just said in the episodes in the past. NSYNC, all them, they were earth-shattering
So
big.
you
in
keep
back
saying
then.
besides Beyonce and Taylor Swift, but
And you're picking everybody from the 90s, bro. That's still before technology.
You gotta understand with what Michael Jackson has comes once in a lifetime.
It's not, but you guys are basing it off of talent, and when that's not the case for everything of the entertainment industry, that's just not what it is. It's
James,
not
but I'm
what
saying
it is.
how long did it take for them to have a Michael Jackson? Can we think? Was there ever an earth
But
shatter besides the Beatles?
y'all are just not making any sense.
What
are we
it
not
takes,
making
what
sense?
it takes to be a Michael Jackson is the perfect storm of supreme talent and supreme it factor. You have to have both. The problem with the industry is there is no one who has both on even remotely the same level as Michael Jackson. A mixture of entertainment and it factor and supreme talent.
Yeah.
There is nobody.
The question
you
is not
talk-
the question.
I think you're not taking a deep dive into his mind and who he was as an individual that put him in that position. It wasn't just like Michael. Here, Michael. The suits he was wearing, the bedazzles he was wearing. My man was pressed. The perms he was wearing. He knew what he needed to do to be
But
that guy.
but the thing that y'all are missing is today. Oh, that's extra. That's doing too much. We don't like that. I'm saying social media would overexpose him. So that would make the mystique go away. We can't act like mystique is not the part of what made these people huge and big. I'm saying the mystique is gone nowadays, but Taylor came out at the tail end of it, so she can go off that. Beyonce came out really back then, so it's men. So you're not answering me when I say who is earth-shatteringly big, because you guys are saying no one had that talent. So Usher doesn't have that talent. Britney doesn't have that talent, but they were still humongous stars of that time.
James, you're not making any
So I'm
sense.
saying
You just said
the-
Britney.
as
Talking
the
about
generation
the
goes, the
greatest
star is gone.
of
The
all
star is
You
gone.
just said
time.
Britney and Usher. They were before social media.
That's my point.
So-
So since social media,
so-
there hasn't been big stars.
Let me
like that.
break this down to him real quick.
But what I'm saying, these people that you're naming are not the who's on even on their level talent wise. Name me somebody from the social media era.
That's on Britney's level.
That's
No,
on that's
Michael
on
Jackson.
that's on Michael Jackson, Usher, Beyonce. Who was on their level?
Tate
in
McRae is
the
better
s-
than Britney Spears.
in the social media era.
Tate McRae is better than Britney Spears. Sabrina Carpenter is better than Britney Spears. There's no,
Yeah, but that
there's no-
style also that style
I don't see-
of artists, you know, where like you're completely industry, that's industry made from the very beginning. That's not. It doesn't really fly like that anymore because we have way more. Social media doesn't really go for that anymore. The
That's
industry
my
plant.
point.
So listen,
but
y'all
but
are not
Michael
hearing the
but
point.
Michael
You've been
Jackson
wait- you've been wanting-
Michael Jackson's not
you
an
both
industry
had this
plant.
debate and
He
you
actually
wanted
goes
me
off
to
of his talent and his
Nah.
it factor.
interject. And the honest truth is, James, you just got to understand. If goats were born every generation, there'd be 1,000 of them.
But there were.
Goats? No, they're
No,
not.
Yes, they
wasn't.
were. Before
It took us how long before
There's
Michael
never-
Jordan came? It took how long before LeBron James even was able to be in the conversation.
I don't think.
There's never been a Michael Jackson since.
Y'all are making this argument not what it
goodness.
is. You're saying who is bigger than Michael Jackson? No one.
James,
I agree.
You are giving a stupid sample size, bro. It's a dumb question. The question you pose is stupid. You're saying who is Michael Jackson?
I didn't say that.
It might need time. We might have to be 80.
That's not what I said.
Before we get another
That's
Michael
not the
Jackson.
question.
That's just how it works.
That's not the question. The question was if Michael Jackson was around in this era, would he be bigger?
And I say yes.
I don't think so.
Who cares about the scrutiny? The scrutiny would make him bigger.
No, it wouldn't. Not.
Makes everybody bigger.
It's
not.
See,
if it was in 2024,
Tim,
he'd be proven innocent faster.
Yeah, Tim. So this is the thing is, see, you want your cake and you want to eat it too. You want everything to come with the allegations. But however, if Michael was aware of how crazy the social media was, you don't think he would have moved different?
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. You can't say from this time period and say he comes with all the drama with it. I'm saying if we're going to take Michael Jackson, we have to take him and put him in the ideal.
But he was he was a strange individual.
It doesn't matter about that, because if you took Michael Jackson from Rock With You, I wanna rock with you, and Thriller, if Thriller came out and that was the first time it came out, it's over. If Billie Jeans came out and it was the first time it came out and it was modernized, it's over.
I see what he's saying. He's saying that all that nonsense came way after all that.
He was already the biggest thing in the world.
He would have to go through the Jackson.
It would have came out faster.
No, but here's the thing.
You think those people? No, 18, but I'm saying you think that people were clout chasing back then, like they say they're clout chasing. You best believe they were clout chasing.
You're giving him every negative aspect to have to go through.
That's the whole point.
Instead of but you're not. That's not fair. There's no way to even argue this if we're just gonna say that's how it's gonna
I'm
be.
not saying negative aspect.
I'm telling you.
I'm just saying. I'm not even saying that deeply on it. I'm saying anything. I mean, you get picked apart if you're saying Tyler got picked apart for saying color. You're gonna get picked apart.
I don't think you understand
anything.
But Michael was getting picked apart. His entire thing. Oh, the media, they're so mean.
There's different levels, and you know it.
He was the biggest superstar of all time.
No,
if that man was found with a boogie in his nose.
No,
they published it.
No,
stop it.
No, you know that in today's society, everyone knows everything.
Your
in 1
favorite
second.
artist right now wasn't scrutinized.
You're getting too hype. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Your favorite
You're speaking too hype.
In that time period,
you're speaking too hype.
Wasn't scrutinized as much as he
You're
was.
speaking too hype. I'm saying from today's society, no matter how big or small you are, we know everything about everyone in 1 second. Back then, you were like, "Hey, Michael, the newspaper's dropping tomorrow." And then 24 hours, and then within the week, then we know. We will know right now. Michael had invited a boy to his house. We know right now, and everyone knows it right now because it's everywhere.
No, because we would all be like, "Oh my God, he invited the Make-A-Wish children to the house." Stop it, bro.
And like I said, guess what? When that happens, guess what he would have? 2024 technology, where he'd be able to prove his innocence the whole time.
Would be there.
Where he'd be able
saying, "Oh
that
no,
everything would be on social media."
That goes in whether or not you.
He would have been streaming with Kai Cenat that entire night, so we knew nothing happened. Come on, bro. Stop.
I'm just saying all the other people got. Shout out to Diddy. Everyone else who had rumors and rumors.
He's just a women at this point. Everything's not.
I know, but like everyone who rumors, it came to the light.
Allegations until they're proven, and then Michael Jackson's.
But don't you pride yourself? Don't you pride yourself?
Jackson exonerated.
Don't you pride yourself in being statistics, boy? Don't you?
Was he exonerated?
No, I'm just saying. Everyone else who there's rumors. Everyone, there's 100% chance of them getting
just like all those people with the rumors. The other people with those rumors, 85% of them didn't come back and go, "We lied. We lied to the government's face about what happened."
Prison.
So
Bill Cosby, prison.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael Jackson, an entire case
back then.
No conviction.
No, Bill Cosby also went to court case back then. No conviction. Guess what? 2024 is different than 1980. It is.
Except those kids grew up and said, "My parents made me lie."
Some of them did that.
Only ones that aren't are the ones that are still not trying to make money to this day.
Yeah.
The other ones that aren't are saying he lied.
Some of them said that.
I'm just telling you, he's big. I think he's bigger, honestly, if he's in today's generation. He was just a mastermind.
Like Donnie said, he would go through 2024 would start with Jackson 5, and then it would move up to Motown. And then it would move to Off the Wall. and then it would move to Thriller.
Tim,
and then he would turn
Tim.
white, and then this stuff would happen. It's too late.
Tim, think about this.
It's too late.
Think about this too.
It's
Think
too
about
late.
this. Him getting to collaborate with Chris Brown's or Pop Smoke. You know how they did the Michael Jackson, the Pop Smoke song?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Michael Jackson with Tupac?
And
Can
here's
you
a- and
imagine
here's
Michael
a-
Jackson with Lil Wayne.
Here's another thing about it too. Since when has it been a thing? It don't matter if you're dead, alive, in the grave for 50 years. This generation will not hesitate to put you in the dirt with new information if they have it. And it has not been done with this dude because even the generation that doesn't even know him, they all love him too.
You're tripping. There's so many people who won't play. I mean, the Video Music Awards won't even call it the Michael Jackson anymore. His legacy is being erased as we speak from it because people.
That's
don't
not
acknowledge
true.
him. It's not called the Michael Jackson.
It's not
Vanguard
being
anymore.
erased.
It's
being
being erased.
It's being because it's just
It's actually
problematic.
taboo
It's
if you say it.
It's a
People
sensitive
instantly say
topic.
that.
However, are we going to
All
say
black
that
stations still play
Drake's-
it.
Are we
Of
gonna,
course, black people still support Chris Brown.
Are we going to say that Drake's allegations are true just because Kendrick Lamar is saying you're certified? Are we going to really do that? Are we going to start erasing Drake's
It's
legacy?
different because there's actually not an army of people coming forward.
Until they do. Until they do. All it took
That's what I'm
was
saying.
Small
We'll
army.
see. We'll see.
all it took was for Kendrick to put
We'll
like, the
see an
match.
army.
Now they're gonna be like, hold on,
But
did
I
my
want-
son do good
But
at
I
Drake?
have
Say
one,
you did this.
I have one question for you. Did you not say if Chris Rihanna that he would be at least if he would not be on the level of Michael Jackson, if not surpass him based off his talent?
I
That
think
he's more talented.
So I think, of course, that comes with emotions just being said. I think Chris Brown at best would have surpassed Usher at his prime, like Usher's peak of his prime.
Okay,
That's what I
that
think.
just debunks your whole episode versus Usher versus Chris Brown.
No,
by
Chris
the
Brown's
way.
the better artist. Don't get me
But-
wrong. I'm saying
but-
the success and numbers. I think he would have been.
But I'm saying not even numbers wise, from talent wise. Don't you think that he's better, Loki?
I think Chris Brown is more talented than Michael Jackson and Usher. I do.
Okay, so he came out in this era and had a scandal, not as scandalous. You're
Not as scandalous.
Hold on, it's way more acceptable to a woman than to Chris's tanked.
James,
Tanked.
somebody said Michael Jackson went, and there's no way it could be proven compared to Chris Brown, Rihanna,
And
and
admitting
the
it.
pictures dropping
So it didn't affect
the next day.
it didn't affect Michael Jackson's career at all.
It did.
Okay, so it would affect it tenfold.
James,
in this
no,
era.
because one was convicted and one was not. One was, oh, it might be true and it might not be true, and one was. Bro, come on, you gotta stop. You're reaching.
in the sensitive era,
reaching.
he wouldn't have
You're reaching.
survived.
All we gotta say is Drake is getting these allegations right now. Why isn't he down? Why isn't his career over?
Because it wasn't a full-fledged parents, kids coming forth with it. It's different.
So when Drake's comes out tomorrow and they try to do that and he doesn't get canceled.
And you don't think that Drake got affected a little bit?
No.
Tim just said told me yesterday that Drake's not
I
going
think
to
it
ever come
affected
back.
his
come
mental,
back to the bench.
but he's gonna be back. Stop
Tim's
it.
the one who just said that to me yesterday.
Nah, we're tripping.
I said, I don't know if everyone's going to look at him the same. It's going to be tough to look at him the same. But one thing that's fickle about the people nowadays is that you put out something that's a certified out of this world banger. Nobody cares what you've done, bro.
Certified lover
Nobody
boy.
cares what you do. Nobody cares what your past is. Michael, just even with Chris Brown. Chris Brown should be under the dirt. His career should be under the dirt. He shouldn't be able to even sell 2 tickets. This man's still doing arenas. He a woman and like I up bad out of her. I did it, and we're like, well, yeah. I mean, like, okay, he's not on music awards and stuff like that. Ugh. But he sells arenas,
But I'm like, that's big.
arenas, and
But
he's
so does
not,
Escape.
and he's not, and he's not Michael Jackson. He's not Michael Jackson.
But that's what you think. Donnie thinks he's better. So I'm like, so if the lesser talent did the more horrific crime, then you're telling me that they're going to magically be better? No,
James,
your
see,
own theory doesn't line up.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, Chris Brown never got to be God tier before this happened.
Thank you.
It was too early.
Thank you.
Michael Jackson would have went God tier first.
That's like if
before any of the
Beyonce-
stuff came
say
out.
Beyonce came out. Jay-Z, do you think it would stop her career? If
I think
Jay-Z,
if it was a
black
man-
and black and blue eye, no, stop it. If Beyonce his eye, if Beyonce Jay-Z's eye and will her career deviate?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I know so, especially if
I think
the
women
whole
will be like,
view
"Oh,
is
he's
the same.
probably cheating, and he got that."
Well,
No.
that's the only difference is because I feel like we don't view women as horrific when they men. But if it was looked at in the same view, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think so. I think she really has.
I think if Harry Styles his girlfriend, it would be a
I
wrap.
think the people that buy her tickets or diehards, put on her shirts, buy her shirts, have her all over their walls. I'm not changing because of that. It's not my problem.
100%. But I'm saying as far as the whole media aspect of it, it would change. Like she's not
I
going
tell you
to
all the
do
time,
that.
I don't get into, I'm just really a person that doesn't get into the personal lives of other artists. Like, I understand y'all aren't my best friends and you're not chilling at my house for a reason because I don't trust you around my kids. I don't trust you around my female friends. Like, I don't trust you. I like your music.
That's fair.
Period. I'm here to listen.
Fair.
I'm not getting into politics.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's the discussion that people have is, do you separate art from the artist or not? For me personally, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. It depends.
It depends on the,
It
like
depends.
you said, it really depends. Like, if it was crazy, then we're going to have to discuss it.
Yeah, it just truly depends. But
Like
yeah,
R. Kelly, he's cut. It's just cut.
Yeah, cut. But to be fair, we don't love his music as much as
Thank God.
Yeah, like as it would.
That really wasn't a hit to me.
Imagine it was Michael. We'd be like,
So they might as well knock that off because they're just gonna make me seem like a bad human when I keep playing them.
yeah, no. But
They'll be like, he did it. It actually comes out. I'm like,
I know.
You know, like, I don't want to have to do that. So let's just stop digging. You know, let's stop digging.
No, but sound off in the comments. This is a good debate one. Do you guys think? Simple question. Do you think that Michael, the Princess, the people in that era that grew up in that era, would they be bigger artists now with social media era, or would the mystique go, or would they be lesser? Let us know. We really want to know this. And on that note,
I'm Donnie.
and I'm James, and this was a very intense episode of the DJ's
Take.
Take.
Honestly, I feel like if Michael was out,
You said this is gonna be the short one, the longest one we've done yet.
I know, and the most intense. So then this is a random one.
I think if Michael was out, Michael would weed out all